the most awesome stories of mankind and God. Mankind and God. There's a chopper in the sky. Oh, very blurry this morning. Oh, there we go. Well, he who moves amongst the clouds, and in Mayan culture, God is with us is now you see a weta. The funny thing about words of God and how they translate throughout the centuries, even through every language. Now you see a weta is now you see the weather. Israel, Israel. Yeshua, yes you are. Jesus would be he's us. Going on and on, even to Allah would be out loud. And the symbolism behind all of it, but going back and dating into a conversation that happened between God and a man who walked along the Nile River. And he said to him, you will be one of the faces of the world's biggest religion at some point. That same man took a trip up into the mountains and saw a burning bush. So it was the second time, or the first time, he came through to Moses. Also, that same man walked, and Moses, in another language, is Muhammad, which is pretty wild, because I didn't know that until recently myself. So Muhammad and Moses being the same name in different dialects is pretty crazy. But when you look up into the field of energy right now, whenever you look out over the field, whenever you speak into it, whenever you're talking on your phones and on your camera, you'll be able to see the entire sky or anything around you kind of change and radiate. Because in the Bible it says there's not even one blade of grass that isn't watched over to be grown. Because everything of energy and light on the earth, everything is created of energy and light. Okay, everything. We're also God's creation. So nothing can separate you from the right hand of the Father. Nothing. It says in the Bible you can create a mountain of sin, but come back to him and be able to separate and find full salvation. You understand? So everything was ever done was created for God's pleasure. Because it is written, we are gods amongst ourselves. But until you know the full-on description of why at the right hand through the right eye, your pineal gland, and how your thought and transverse of everything that comes through thought, you are hooked into the cloud. A normal cloud, where you're born. From the ground we came, to the ground we will go. Okay? It's kind of really difficult to try and land this, to make this understood, but this is the way you're made. This is the way everybody is made on earth right now. Your right hand, why do we say right hand to God? Or put your right hand on the Bible. It's because that's where your right eye is. You look at these guys that can... well, another trip around my house. The funny thing is that once you know how your right eye works and how the pineal glands and everything hooks into the field, so at the right hand of the Father. It says in the Bible, at the right hand of the Father. This is the vine, you're the vine, he is the vine dresser. in your heart, seated and rooted in Christ, or you're seated and rooted in the world. That's really how we're made, how the mind and body works. And also I have a lot of information on how to do meditative thought and absolutely start capturing every thought from sin or anything else. But I'm trying to bring awareness to addiction and recovery. So contact me, message me. Anybody else experiencing any spiritual disturbances, let me know. God bless.